In the news tonight, 5 out of 15 confirmed cases of coronavirus discharged in Edo State. Plus, EDSG concludes first phase of distribution of food items to reduce hardship passed by measures to curb COVID-19. Good evening and welcome to NTA Benin Main News. I am Anwuli Okolo. The NCDC has confirmed 35 new cases of coronavirus, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 442. As at 20 minutes past 10 o'clock Thursday evening, it also confirmed 152 patients have been discharged, while 13 deaths recorded, bringing the number of active cases to 277. Out of the 35 new cases, 19 are in Lagos, 9 in the FCT, 5 in Kano, and 2 in Oyo states. Meanwhile, Edo State is still the 5th state with the highest number of confirmed cases. 5 out of the 15 confirmed cases of COVID-19 currently receiving treatment at the isolation centers in Edo State have been discharged, having tested negative and met the criteria for discharge. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Patrick Okundia, disclosed this at a press briefing in Benin. Good luck, Naini reports.
Out of the 15 cases, 5 tested negative, while 1 is awaiting approval from the NCDC.
5 out of our confirmed cases that are currently receiving treatment have tested negative. They have met criteria for discharge and have so been discharged, while another 1 is currently being prepared for discharge. I want to use this medium to commend the health workers of Edo State and our partners for a job well done so far.
The state government has activated screening centers for COVID-19, with Oredo local government as pilot, with 10 of the centers, and hope for massive scale-up across the other local government areas in the next 14 days.
10 centers have been activated in Oredo local government area alone. These are the primary healthcare center in Aroba, in Oko, Ugbo, New Benin, Ikpema, Oredo, and of course 4 private hospitals, namely St. Philomena Hospital, Faith Mediplex, Better Faith Hospital, and the Safe Haven Hospital.
He urged citizens of the state to abide strictly with government directives in preventing the spread of the disease. In Benin, good luck in Aini, NT News.
The University of Benin Teaching Hospital has discharged its first COVID-19 patient. The patient having been confirmed negative and therefore free of the virus can now walk home a free individual, although the patient would not speak on camera. Udrakobong Achibong, our correspondent, spoke with the head of the Rapid Response Team for COVID-19, UBTH, Dr. Benson Okwara, on the development.
The patient in question was admitted into the UBTH facility on the 3rd of April 2020 after testing positive to COVID-19. He underwent treatment, and following the resolution of his symptoms, the hospital had to do a follow-up test on the 10th and 14th of April, which returned negative.
And that satisfied the requirement to discharge a patient who initially was positive to the virus. We had 3 patients. We've discharged 1. A second patient has just tested negative the first time. We've taken sample for a second one. If it comes negative, he will also be discharged.
The head of Rapid Response Team for COVID-19, UBTH, Dr. Benson Okwara, wants people to know that coronavirus pandemic is real.
A lot of people think that, there's a lot of stigma attached to it, and they will label them as if they are kind of an outcast to the society. But no, it's a virus that, you know, can occur, that can affect and infect anybody. So it is real, and the general public must know that it is real. Yes. As a medical practitioner, we've seen cases. So the general public should just know that all the measures that are being put in place by the various governments, state governments, local governments, or the federal government, is to prevent what we call community transmission to the level that we are seeing it in many other countries.
Meanwhile, UBTH still has 2 COVID-19 patients undergoing treatment. In Benin, Udakobong Achibong, NTA News.
And we have a guest in the house today, Mrs. Uwigai Edith. She is a nurse, a midwife, and a burns wound specialist nurse, and also a public health nurse. Thank you for joining us today. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
So, 5 out of the 15 cases of COVID-19 have been discharged. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm happy, I'm satisfied. It gives me so much joy and gladness that we're making progress. It gives us encouragement as health workers that we are doing well. We are encouraged. We want them to live. We don't want anybody to die.
Okay, so some people might begin to assume that COVID-19 is like any other ailment as they see this number of recoveries within a short time. What would you say to these people?
I want to beg them that prevention is better than cure. It is better you don't even go to the hospital and suffer on the hospital bed and go through pain, stress, and the stigmatization that people are attaching to it now. So it is better for you to stay safe. Don't even come to the hospital at all. Don't come and overwhelm us. We don't want to experience what we are seeing in China, what we saw in China, what is happening in the US, in the UK, in Italy. We don't want to get there, because if we get there, it will be worse for us. Because some of our people are already malnourished, some of us are already living in poverty and squalor. So we don't want to get there. If we get there, to be terrible. Don't even think about it.
Okay, so now to community transmission. The advocacy is still on, checking community transmission, as it's the only way for the pandemic to be totally stopped.
Okay.
So are you satisfied with the responses of Edo people?
I am not at all satisfied. I want to beg my Edo people. Prevention is better than cure. What does it take to wash your hand? It doesn't cost anything. Even if you cannot buy liquid soap, use soda soap. Wash your hand effectively, periodically. Even if you are in the market, you are in the shop, wash your hand. They are coming to the hospital, they will call us. They said there's COVID-19 patient in UBTH. I don't want to come and see you in the hospital. The one in the hospital is already being managed. How about the one in your community? Some of us, we go to private facilities. You don't know the diagnosis of patient that we are seeing there. So it's not even safe for you right now, in my own opinion, to go to any private facility that you're not sure of. Go to government hospital where you know that those people that are COVID positive, they are appropriately managed by the right kind of personnel that ought to manage them. And for our people, I want to advise anybody that is not wearing face masks, don't bother attend to that person. Be you in the market square, be you in the community, as a trader, whoever that you are. If you come to the hospital and not wearing face masks, I wouldn't attend to you. Don't come and infect me. I want to stay alive, to take care of my children, to take care of my family. My family needs me, and your family also needs you. So I beg us, in the market, to see a few persons wearing face masks, those ones now look as if, oh, they are the rebels. Those of them not wearing, as if normal life, nothing is happening. You drive through Ring Road, major areas in town, people are just behaving as if they are deviants. It's not right. And those state government, some time ago, in his wisdom, paid the counterpart fund to join EU UNICEF when we were doing community-led total sanitation. They taught us how to wash our hands. We had things that we could do to even provide water using TP tap. But our people didn't continue. We learned to forget. Okay. I want to beg us, these things that we are teaching, it should be continuous even after COVID-19.
Okay, so what would be your advice to government, even as they have successfully treated 1/3 of affected cases in Edo? Like, can they rest on their oars now?
No way, we can't afford that. I want to encourage our government. We are trying, but we need to do much more. I want us to enforce compliance to preventive measures. Let our people have access to water. Let us enforce washing of hands where necessary, where we ought to provide. Like if you come to the UBTH where I work, for example, areas where we don't have taps, ab initio, we have provided. We have to make provisions for every strategic location to have source of washing hands. So we can have that also in major areas in the town to encourage regular hand washing, ensure we maintain our coughing etiquette. And like I said, don't attend to anybody in your shop that is not wearing face mask. Don't attend to anybody, don't allow anybody enter your bus or your taxi if they are not wearing face masks. The local one is 100 naira. It's not too expensive for us to afford. Let us do all that we can to protect ourselves for ourselves, not for the government. If you die, the government have not lost anything as it were, because it's your family that will mourn. I will not come to your house to weep for you. So please, please and please, let's do all that we can to stay alive and well.
So it's the fact still remains everyone should maintain their personal hygiene. Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Uga.
Please, before I go, I want to also beg government to monitor the private facilities. Let us be sure that our people don't want to create an impression of being a hero. To say, let me manage one, let me try, so I can tell the world I manage them. We have isolation centers. Any suspected case should be referred. Don't be the hero.
All right, thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
And we'll take a break at this point.
Please, if you don't have anything you are doing outside, stay in your house. Because don't go outside and bring what will destroy your family. Just one person get contaminated, a whole family will be involved. Those associated with the family will be involved. Those associated with those who are associated with the family will be involved. But when you stay in your house, this thing will not fly from the air and meet you in the house.
I know you have heard it, but I want to raise my voice because I want you to know how important is it. For example, social distancing. What does that mean? Anybody talking to you or with you should stay not less than 2 meters from you. You don't have to be nice. You don't want to be nice about anything now. Give that distance wherever you may be, because that disease can spread through anything less than that. So give space, enough space from you and somebody right now. Avoid all these gatherings where there are more than 20 people. Don't stay there. Run away from those gatherings. Wash your hands. Keep your hygiene. Wash your hands. Put sanitizer many times a day as you can.
Yeah, what though? This coronavirus, everybody they talk, not be play. Anybody fit catch am anywhere and e not dey show for face. If you catch am, you fit peme. If person wey get a cough or sneeze, anything where the cough touch, if you touch am, come touch your face, or you even go touch another person, you fit don catch am be that o. Na im make government say make you hear word, make you stay for house, arrange food wey you go chop keep for house. If you dey outside, no shake anybody hand, no dey hug anybody. Dey wash hand every time with soap and water wey dey flow. Make you wash hand like say you use am touch pepper, come take am clean your face. If water no dey, use hand sanitize am. If you dey cough, body dey hot and no fit breathe, e fit be say na coronavirus be that o. Make you call this number sharp sharp.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, 2 things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Rendeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Rendeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Rendeki Royal Hotel at 6 Henry Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.rendekihotels.com. Rendeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
2020 don come with ogbonge travel awoof o. Muyi Line, the transport company where get everybody for mind. Say comfortable traveling no suppose tear pocket o. As a bonanza price still dey from Benin to Lagos, mine to Yanakpaja, Yaba and Aja for just 2,500 naira. Benin to Port Harcourt 2,000 naira plus cheap awu price. So worry Bayelsa and Niger Delta routes, including Ekpoma, Auchi and Abuja. Muyi Line executive charter cars like Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry and Sienna dey to local and international airports and anywhere for Nigeria. Save money, enjoy safe and comfortable journey as this travel awoof dey till June 30th, 2020. Muyi Line head office dey 169 Oselu Lagos Road, opposite Technical Junction, Benin City. Muyi Line, friend of Nigeria students.
You're welcome back. The United Nations today received delivery of vital health supplies to support the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria on a flight funded by APN Terminals. The supplies made up of 10,000 test kits, 15 oxygen ventilators, and various personal protective equipment, vaccines, PEP kits, and other vital health supplies will support the Nigerian government's COVID-19 response and UNICEF's work with children and families in Nigeria. It will also support the National Center for Disease Control to prevent and respond to cases in affected states across the country. The supplies are co-financed by the European Union and IHS Nigeria. Additionally, COVID-19 response supplies are expected in a UN joint flight to be delivered to Nigeria in the coming days. 90,000 families have so far benefited from the first phase of the relief materials distributed as palliatives to cushion the effect of the COVID-19 in Edo State. The state government is also exploring other areas to meet the high demand of face masks and sanitizers in view of the looming shortages. Elizabeth Omoko reports on this and the situation with NPower in the state. That report will come up subsequently. The distribution of relief items to various local government by the state government is still underway. Correspondent Sylvester Imonkwede, who monitored the distribution in Edo Central Senatorial District, brings us details.
The food items, which include rice, beans, noodles, garri, and toiletries, were distributed in Uromi to the various local government areas in Edo Central as part of the Edo State government effort to support the poor at this time of partial lockdown in the state due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The various local government boss who were at the venue to collect the food items for onward distribution to the poor in their local government areas thanked the governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, for his kind gesture, noting that the food items will go a long way to ameliorate the suffering of the downtrodden.
The relief material from the state government is what is being distributed to the various local government that make up Edo Central and Senatorial District.
Thank you very much for this support. You have been supporting us, especially this period of this COVID-19.
We thank our amiable government for this wonderful relief for our people.
So today, now we are about distributing them now.
We are grateful to the state governor and the state government for the relief materials.
Inmates in Ubiaja prisons, religious bodies such as CAN also benefited from the largesse of the state government, as some NGOs were on ground to monitor the exercise.
I want to really commend the amiable governor of Edo State for having the downtrodden in mind.
So the methodology of sharing to the various LGAs are quite transparent.
The local government council chairman further distributed the items to the wards, units, as well as traditional rulers who were on ground to receive the items. In Edo Central, Sylvester Imonkwede, NTA News.
The Igweben Local Government Council Chairman, Engineer Josie Ogidibe has stated that the distribution of food items donated by Edo State government is apolitical, as it will be shared among the vulnerable irrespective of the political affiliation. He stated this at the local government secretariat while distributing relief items supplied by Edo State government. Sylvester Mokwede again has the details.
Beans, noodles, millet, among other things, were evenly spread across the 10 wards of Igweben local government to the vulnerables. On ground to witness the distribution was councillors, supervisory councillors, and Edo Civil Society Group. While distributing the food items to the beneficiaries, the council boss, Engineer Josie Ogedegbe, said the food items are meant for the poor and there's no political coloration to the distribution, as the food items given to the council was counted and would be accounted for.
We have adopted a very transparent process. We contacted the desk officers of the conditional cash transfer program of the federal government, wherein they have already enumerated all the vulnerables in every ward. And so what we told them was, select us some people from every ward and every unit for us to now give these materials to. And those people must be those that have not started earning the 5,000 naira a month. And so what they did, the desk officers gave us that list and we adopted the list.
Some beneficiaries expressed their appreciation to the Governor Godwin Obaseki and the local government chairman.
I will bless them in Jesus' name.
Give us food, though. God will bless them.
Some members of the Edo Civil Society also spoke on the sharing of the relief materials.
The process of distribution have been very, very transparent.
In Igwebe, Sylvester Kwede, NTA News.
It's time for another break. Please stay tuned for the concluding segment of the news.
Signature Hotel, please until Signature Hotel, a place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City. Please until
Pleasant Hill Signature Hotel, a place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City, located at 134 Akpakpavo Road, Benin City, Edo State, or call 0528 40557 or 081 36 3908.
Please until Signature Hotel, please until Signature Hotel, a place of hospitality.
Meals and motors. Now safety of all our passengers be number one. We dey make sure say we use new motor and driver wey qualify carry our passengers reach where them they go.
Correct! Safety first. Safety first. Amels and Motors. Now you, Biko.
Safety and comfort come to Amels and Motors. Our head office there for number 156B, Benin Aoshi Road, Aduawa, Benin City. The part of the note for Benin, number 1 Igu Street off Sopomba Road by Sizzler by Ring Road there for Benin City. Number 188 Motala Mohammed Way, Benin City. We there for number 38 Ubo Lagos Road, opposite UBTH Gate, Benin City. For Akpoma, Amels and Motors there by Beverly Hills Junction, Benin Aoshi Expressway, Ekpoma. For Abraka, we there for Police Station Road Junction, Abraka Delta State. For Port Harcourt, Amels and Motors just there for number 3 Oluwa Passenger Road by Rebisi Motor Park, Water Lines, Port Harcourt for River State. We also there for number 190 Abba Port Harcourt Road by Rumola, Port Harcourt, River State. For Uyo, Amels and Motors there for number 115 Ikotek Pene Road, opposite Akwa Ibom Transport Company. Uyo, Amels and Motors. Amels and Motors, as lion be king of forest, now so Amels and Motors be king of the road. Bam!
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just four walls. It's a reinvention. It's an idea that relaxation should be brilliant. We offer world-class services that makes the experience unforgettable.
Tire to dey hear my customers they complain about my place because light no dey.
You're welcome back. The Edo State Police Command has declared missing one Samuel Agatatikolo Oguwe, a male of number 1 2nd Ovarame Street off Apapava Road, Benin City, on the account of one Osayende Jeffrey. A statement by the Police Public Relations Officer Chidi Wombuzo said Mr. Samuel left home to an unknown destination on Friday 10th of this month and since then has not been found. He is 77 years old, light-colored skin, about 6 feet tall. He speaks Bini and English languages fluently. Any person with useful information about his whereabouts should please report to the nearest police station or call the police control room phone numbers on 08037 646 2272, 0806048 2009, 08075 329618. And that concludes the news. Thank you for joining us. Good night.